Honourable Ministers, Heads of Delegation, Permanent Representatives to the Organization of American States, Mr. Secretary General, Mr. Assistant Secretary General, Permanent Observers, Civil Society, ladies and gentlemen. First, I would like to echo the sentiments of persons who spoke before me in thanking the government and people of Mexico for the excellent arrangements in hosting this meeting. Reflecting on the theme for this, the 47th General Assembly of the OAS, which states strengthening dialogue and concerted action for prosperity, St. Lucia would like to offer some comments on the latter part of the theme, concerted action for prosperity. This is not to say that dialogue is not important, but instead to highlight the fact that we tend to focus an inordinate amount of time on talking about things that need to be done, and less on the delivery of these important actions. St. Lucia is faced with some very real challenges as we seek to prosper as a country and as a people. Prosperity for our island developing country means the ability to provide health care for our population, to be able to address serious issues such as the high incidences of communicable and non-communicable diseases, to implement education reform and to significantly reduce violence and crime, to address the fact that we have limited opportunities for our talented youth who are challenged to secure employment and to develop skill sets. Mr. Chair, prosperity means our ability as a government to be able to revamp an old and antiquated educational system with aged physical plans and a curriculum that has not adjusted rapidly enough to allow us to prepare for the green and blue jobs that the world says we have to focus on for our future. It means training our teachers to be computer literate while we offer access to technology to the same students that they are responsible for. Prosperity means green jobs, a transition to new technology, increasing self-sufficiency as it relates to our energy mix, a tourism industry that is robust, but is also staffed by nationals who are multilingual, and opportunities for access to scholarships and training that prepare us for all of the above. Prosperity also means that women in our society are respected, given the access to the tools that they need to be the bedrock of their families, that we expect them to be. Prosperity also means that men and boys can be increasingly supported in the issues they faced, so that men can take up the key role in building strong and healthy families in our societies. Prosperity means that we can address the malaise that seems to wash over our region as it relates to the treatment of older persons and the less able. Prosperity for St. Lucia means that our neighbors are also advancing, that we are linked not only by geography, but by deep political, economic, and cultural bonds that unite our people and permit movements between and amongst ourselves by treaties and other arrangements, as in the case of OAS and CARICOM. But prosperity for one is not enough. Mr. Chair, we state all of the above in this forum precisely because this entity that we are all member states of can assist us in our efforts to achieve this prosperity. We state this unequivocally as these are specific areas where the OAS has comparative advantage and undertakes programs and activities that support our advancement in these issues. We state the above also because while the focus on the OAS is heavy on dialogue, we can no longer hide behind this as its main value to countries like mine. Dialogue costs. Dialogue costs countries like mine time and human resources when we deploy our key people to event after event. It costs when we see the dispatch of consultant after consultant to study the issue, and we see little in terms of actual delivery of solutions. While we concede that some of us are sometimes slow to take on new and innovative ideas, may I suggest that we focus on implementation and tracking of results versus the creation of new initiative that mirror others just completed. Mr. Chair, we recommend an integrated approach to how the OAS delivers. The effective integration of programs will undoubtedly avoid the duplication of initiatives from various arms of the organization. At the same time, we strongly recommend a balance of effort between and among the 4 pillars of this organization. The weakening on one impacts the others, as we saw with the draconian cuts made last year. Can we see programs and initiatives in tourism, national heritage, energy, and education better linked so that we can map out an integrated plan of action? Can we see an education and scholarships department that is efficient and delivering options for the future? Can we see initiatives on women that are delivered in English and programming so that we critically need to address the problem on the ground, so that we can critically address the problem on the ground? In closing, Mr. Chair, dialogue is the foundation of good initiatives and programs. Yet to focus too much on talk, we run the risk of getting to a point where I dare say I think we are, when dialogue becomes the goal, obfuscating the delivery and tracking of solutions critical to ensuring prosperity for the countries and peoples of our hemisphere. St. Lucia stands ready to play her part and to engage in more concerted action for prosperity. I thank you.